chemical bonding. As we will already discussed the classification of chemical bonding, that is based on the basis of number of chemical bond. Now today we will discuss the next criteria for the classification of covalent bond. So classification of covalent bond. As we will already discuss the first criteria, that is depend upon the number of covalent bond that will be formed between two atoms, and the second criteria is that on the basis of the polarity. On the basis of the polarity. On this basis, the covalent bond classified into two categories. The first one is polar covalent bond. Now, when covalent bond formed between two dissimilar atoms which having sufficient AN difference, then it is called polar covalent bond. Let's, for example, we are taking the example of HCl. Here is the H having only one valence electron and Cl having 7 valence electron. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To complete the octet and to complete the duplet, both hydrogen and Cl shared 1 electron and form this single covalent bond. Now after formation this covalent bond, these 2 electrons that will be called shared electrons or bonding electrons must be remains between both of the atoms, means both atoms having 50% monopoly of this shared electrons. But it is not happen. Actually what happened after the formation of covalent bond, the resultant molecule of this type, this one is HCl. Here we are putting delta negative and we are putting delta positive. Actually what happened in that case, after formation of single covalent bond between H and Cl, these two shared electrons or bonding electron shifted more nearer to Cl H compared to H. It means the shared electrons or these two bonding electrons which more nearer Cl H compared to H, means the shared electron remains 30% H side and 70% Cl side. So that's why Cl capturing delta negative charge and H capturing delta plus charge. Here is the delta, means a partial shifting of electrons, or delta negative and delta positive, it shows the partial negative and positive charge. So this types of bond is called polar covalent bond. Basically polar means having two poles, that is poles, positive poles and negative poles. So if in a covalent bond atoms having partially negative or positive charge, then we can say that atoms having two poles, first is positive poles and second is negative poles, and overall molecule is called polar molecule, and at that condition the covalent bond is called polar covalent bond. Similarly, if we are taking the example of H2O, this one is the oxygen having 6 valence electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 cross represent the 6 valence electron. Now when it combined with hydrogen, that is hydrogen having only 1 valence electron, so the valence electron this one. So to complete the octet of oxygen and duplet of the hydrogen, both sharing 1 electron from this side, from this side. For atom sharing of this covalent bond, this shared electron or bonded electron shifted more nearer to the oxygen as compared hydrogen. So that's why oxygen getting partially negative charge and hydrogen getting partially positive charge. We can say that in H2O, these two bonds are the polar covalent bond. Now we will discuss why the shared electron more shifted towards oxygen as compared to hydrogen. Basically, shifting of these shared electrons or bonding electrons is depend upon the En. En means electron negativity, and electron negativity means electron attracting power. So oxygen has more electron attracting power as compared to H. So that's why these shared electrons or bonding electrons shifted towards oxygen atom, hence it gets partially negative charge and hydrogen gets partially positive charge. If we are taking the example of CH4, this one is the CH4. Here is the 4 valence electron of carbon shared with the 4 valence electron of 4 hydrogen. But the bond between C and H is not polar. It's a completely non-polar bond. Since in that case, here is En difference is not sufficient. Although carbon and hydrogen having En difference, but that En difference is very small. Therefore, the bond pair or the shared electron remains between carbon and hydrogen. That's why this CH bond is called non-polar bond. Now, the second types of this category is non-polar covalent bond. Now, if covalent bond formed between two identical atoms or atoms having less En difference, then it is called non-polar covalent bond. For example, hydrogen H2 molecule, both hydrogen having 1 electron and share this 1 electron, but the single bonding electron or shared electron remains between both hydrogen atom. So not any hydrogen gets negative or positive charge. It means it is not having any pole. Pole means positive or negative charge terminal. So we can say that this bond is non-polar bond. Similarly, if we are taking the example of Cl2 molecule, then Cl it's having 7 valence electron. Next Cl is also having 7 valence electron. Shared 1 electron for complete their octet, but this shared electron remains between both Cl atom. So we can say this bond is non-polar bond, and as we already discussed that in CH4, although the bond formed between two dissimilar species, but here is the En difference is very small. That's why this is the non-polar bond. Similarly, if we are taking the example of oxygen, that is O double bond O, here is the bond is again non-polar. Now, if we are taking the example of nitrogen, here is the N triple bond N. In that case, bond is also non-polar. So, we can define the covalent bond as polar and non-polar. This depends upon the En difference. Now, we are taking some more examples which will be explain the covalent bond. Example of covalent bond. If we are taking the example of chloroform, that is CHCl3. Now in that case, this one is carbon having 4 valence electron, 1, 2, 3, 4. Before drawing the structure of any molecule, we will first find the central atom. Now, the problem is that how we can identify the central atom. So, the first rule is that the central atom is that atom that is single in number. In that molecule, the two atoms are single, that is carbon and hydrogen. Now, if more than one single atoms, then following the criteria of which having larger size. So, if we are taking the example of carbon and hydrogen, then carbon having the larger size as compared to hydrogen. So, in that case, carbon is the central atom. Now, choosing the central atom and draw its valence electron around the symbol carbon having 4 valence electron. Now, hydrogen, it is having only single valence electron. It forms only one single covalent bond. Now, next three is 3 Cl atoms. The Cl having 7 valence electron. These 3 Cl having 7 valence electron. So, here is the sharing 1 electron shared, this 1 electron shared. So, this one is the complete picturization or complete formation of chloroform molecule. Now, we are taking the another example. C2H4 is also called, its name is, or it's also called ethylene. It's a common name. Basically, it's an organic molecule, and ethylene, it's a common name, and its another name is ethene. It's a IUPAC name. Now, drawing the structure of this ethene or ethylene molecule, first we are taking 2 carbon atoms. This first, the second, both having 4 valence electron. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is again 1, 2, 3 and 4. And we are having 4 hydrogen. So divided equally means 2 this side and 2 hydrogen this side. We know that hydrogen having only single valence electron, this one type. So first these 2 electrons shared between 2 carbon atoms. After that sharing of this type, now this type. So here is the both carbon complete their octet and 4 hydrogen complete their doublet. Now next third example is, if we are taking the example of C2H2. Here is again 2 carbon, C having 4 valence electron and 2 hydrogen, single valence electron. First hydrogen complete their doublet, and after that both carbon complete their octet by sharing 3 electrons. So this one is called acetylene. Its name, its common name is acetylene. And its IUPAC name becomes ethine. Now, another way for the representation of these 3 molecules. Let us start from chloroform. Here is the central atom is carbon. This is the carbon having 4 valence electron, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And next atom is hydrogen having only 1 valence electron. So here is the hydrogen, it's 1 valence electron. Now next, here is the 3 Cl atoms. So here is the Cl having 7 valence electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another Cl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now here is the another Cl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Similarly, we can represent the ethylene molecule, that is C2H4. Here we are taking 2 carbon atoms. First carbon atom is having 4 valence electron, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second carbon atom again having 4 valence electron, this one type, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now after that we are having 4 hydrogen, so equally divided 2 both sides. Here hydrogen, single valence electron, here another hydrogen single valence electron. Now that side hydrogen having single valence electron, another hydrogen also having single valence electron. Now the third one is the C2H2, that is acetylene. Here again 2 carbon atom, this one single carbon atom having 4 valence electron, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and next carbon atom again having 4 valence electron, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now having 2 hydrogen, no, this one is the wrong. In C2H2 having 2 carbon atom, first carbon atom having 4 valence electron, second carbon atom also having 4 valence electron. Now 1 hydrogen from each side, so hydrogen, it's 1 valence electron, which again hydrogen, it's 1 valence electron. So here is the picturization of acetylene molecule. In all of the diagrams, this circle part represents the shared parts or bonding electrons. Be taking in this example, then these 6 electrons shared between these 2 carbon atoms, and these 2 electrons shared between carbon and hydrogen. Again here is 2 electrons shared between carbon and hydrogen. In that case 4 electrons shared between 2 carbon, these 2 electrons shared between C and H, these 2 electrons again shared between 2 and C and H, again 2 electrons here shared electrons, and again 2 electrons shared electrons. So this area is represent the shared electrons. Now thank you.